Avoidance will sabotage your relationship. They will sabotage emotional intimacy. They will create distance between themselves and their partner. And there's a reason for this. Avoidants fear emotional closeness. They fear emotional intimacy. This goes back to childhood when this person was emotionally neglected by their parents or their caretakers. They were not nurtured and loved in the way that they needed to be, and their feelings were routinely dismissed. They weren't allowed to express themselves. So this is a person that learns that if you rely on anybody else for your emotional needs, you're going to get rejected. You're going to get abandoned. So as the relationship grows closer and emotional intimacy is building between the avoidant and their partner, their fears are triggered. They are afraid that if someone gets in behind that castle wall they built around their heart, this person is going to figure out that the avoidant is in fact defective. They are unlovable, and they're going to reject and abandon the avoidant. It's a paralyzing fear. So the avoidant will look for ways to feel safe again. And they will look for ways to create emotional distance between themselves and their partner, because that's how they feel safe. They feel safe with that distance. They feel safe when their partner is no longer emotionally close to them. So they will deploy deactivation strategies. These are ways for them to create emotional distance. One of those strategies is cheating. It's hard to be emotionally intimate with somebody that you are betraying. It's hard to have true emotional closeness with a partner that you are cheating on. Cheating also gives the avoidant that dopamine rush that they so desperately crave. This is a person with very low self-esteem and a lack of self-worth, but they also are a person that tries to avoid processing emotions, avoid facing all that negative stuff within them. And the dopamine rush from cheating will temporarily numb that pain so they don't have to face it. It makes them feel better about themselves in the moment. And it also creates emotional distance between themselves and their partner. Avoidants that cheat are very likely to be serial cheaters, meaning that they continuously cheat in the same relationship, and they're very likely to cheat in subsequent relationships. It can be an addiction of sorts, and avoidants are more prone to addiction. Chasing that dopamine rush, getting that external validation from the affair, and also creating emotional distance between themselves and their partner. Another deactivation strategy is just disappearing, pulling away for days, barely responding to texts, not committing to plans. It's hard to be emotionally intimate with somebody that is barely talking to you. It helps create that distance. It helps make the avoidant feel safe. Another deactivation strategy is gaslighting. It's hard to create emotional intimacy when you are gaslighting your partner, when you are planting the seeds of doubt in this person's mind so they doubt their own reality, and you can avoid accountability. But those kind of behaviors create tension, they create anxiety, which is the polar opposite of emotional intimacy. And another common deactivation strategy is nitpicking, finding fault in everything that your partner does. No matter what they do, it's not good enough. You find fault in it. Because when you're nitpicking somebody, it sure is hard to create emotional intimacy under those circumstances. When somebody is finding fault in everything you're doing and you're walking on eggshells, how can you possibly be emotionally intimate with that person? The avoidant does this to create distance. So if your relationship seems like it was going wonderfully, and everything seems like it was getting closer and closer, and the love was building, and all of a sudden, this person started exhibiting these toxic behaviors, understand it's not that you did anything wrong. They're doing it to make themselves feel safe, because they feel unsafe with you so emotionally close to them. It's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of your worth. And it's not a reflection of anything you did wrong. It's a reflection of the fears and the unhealed attachment wounds that the avoidant has. It's a reflection of their character as well, because these behaviors are choices. You didn't make them do that, and you certainly can't make them cheat. Now, it is worth noting on the cheating side that the majority of avoidants do not cheat. However, they are far more prone to it than other attachment styles, and for the reasons that we previously discussed. Regardless, you would never have treated them this way, so don't think that you deserve this treatment, because you absolutely don't, and don't blame yourself. If you treated this person with love, kindness, and respect, and this is the treatment that you got, well, it's a reflection of them, and don't beat yourself up for it.